Hello everyone, welcome back to Boosted Budget Builds. As always, I'm Grizz, and today we're going to be doing some more deletes on the Del Sol project. We're going to be removing the power steering, and depending on time, we might be starting or even completely doing the AC as well. The power steering, it's leaking, so instead of buying a new power steering pump, I'm just going to delete it. These little cars, you don't really need them. And before you ask, yes, I'm just going to loop it for right now, loop the power the power rack, but I will be looking for a manual rack to replace it. The AC, it's getting removed because the high pressure line, the owner, before I got it, he wasn't careful, and he actually punctured the foam protection around it and the line itself. So, I mean, this is a Target top car. Going to be running it without the top most of the time anyway, so AC isn't a big deal. First thing first, I'm going to show you guys where I'm going to drain the fluid so it doesn't get real messy. Isn't the only way to do it. It's how I do it. So let me pause you real quick and then I'll show you where it's at. Alright guys, we're looking on the back side of the intake manifold. As you can see, there's the intake manifold. There's the brake reservoir, brake fluid reservoir. Right, oh, wrong one here. Right there. If you look, those are where the lines go into the rack. Now, where we're going to be leaking, or where we're going to be taking the lines off at, let's see here if it'll focus. Focus. Yeah. Alright. Right here, on these two right here, if I can get it. Oh, come on. These lines right here, they both have hose clamps on the bottom. I'm hoping that I drop those off. It's the lowest point of the system. It'll drain most, if not all, of the fluid out of the lines, and then I'll be able to just lift the unbolt the power steering pump, power steering reservoir, and the lines out as one unit, and then we'll work with the actual fittings on the pump itself. So I'm going to go ahead and get down there and set you guys up, and then we'll be right back. Alright guys, we're now under the car. Right there, that line you're seeing, this one right here, that's the big line, and then the other line's behind it. But that's where we're going to be disconnecting them to drain the system. It's kind of awkward underneath here, and I don't think you guys really need to see how to drain a line. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this, and then once it's drained, we'll get back to you. Alright guys, as you can see, I got the two hoses off. The big hose, it had like a wire style clamp that had a head on it. Anyway, it was rusted solid. Like, it wouldn't even, I had to end up cutting it off with a small set of snips. But yeah, so they're both draining. I'm gonna go ahead, let this finish draining, and then I'm gonna go up top and start working on the upper parts of the power steering. Alright guys, haven't missed much. All I did was undo the clamps that hold the high pressure power steering line. I'll show them to you. These two clamps right here. This one went here and bolted right there. And then this one here bolted back behind here. Wait a minute. actually went like this. Bolted back behind here, and it held on right there, and then it also holds on to the fuel return line right here. You just kind of like pop them out of the little circles. So I went ahead and did that. I unplugged the sensor, the green thing down there, you can see it. It's a power steering sensor. Alright guys, we're back up top. We're going to start taking the stuff off the top. I'll show you exactly what I'm going to do. And then I'll put you on the tripod so you can watch me do it. May not be able to see everything, but that's what I'm showing you right now. Alright, first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this line off here from the top. Then as you can see over here, you've got the bolts that actually hold on the power steering bracket. You've got a line here that goes to the reservoir. I'm going to attempt to take the pump, the bracket, the reservoir, and the lines all out as one assembly. You also are going to have some clamp or brackets, I guess, that's going to hold the hard lines in. There's a few of them around. As you just follow the lines, you'll find them. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get going. And guys, I'm going to scoot you back and show you the other two bolts we got to take off. Alright, so this line right here, this is the hard line that I guess it's like a cooler. But anyway, you got a bolt here, and then if I can find it, you got a bolt there. You take both of those off, and I'm going to do that, and then we'll be right back with you. Alright guys, I'm going to have to move some of this AC stuff. Like I said, there's nothing in the lines, but I just can't get those front power steering lines through here without moving some of this AC stuff. Alright guys, we had to move the AC condenser, fan, all that in order to get the rest of the lines out through the front as one assembly for the power steering. So now, as you can, hold on, I'll bend this down a little bit. As you can see, I got the power steering. I got one little bolt that I missed that holds the lines up in front. So I'm going to undo that now. And then, power steering should slide right out of the way. And then we ought to be able to take it out all in one piece. Alright guys, went ahead, got all this out. I had to find a couple things to plug these hoses in the back. Hopefully you can, yeah, you can see them back there, maybe, I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead, take this all out as one assembly. Now, we got to work on the bottom ones. Let's see here. That was... Alright, let me show you guys. If I can. The lines are these three down there. Hopefully you can see good. From what I understand, you only have to jump the two big ones. The little one over there, you don't have to. So I'm going to go ahead and get these loose, and then we'll be right back. Alright guys, Oh, this was a pain in the ass, let me tell you. Wrong nipples. I went to the hardware store, got a 3/8 MPT with a 3/8 barb, and it will not fit. I don't know why. It's just being a pain in the ass. But as you can see, it's done. I hope you can see it down in there. It's a little dark. There you go. That's a good spot. You can see it. The little loop right there, it's looped. What I ended up doing is the smaller thread size barb. It threaded in fine, tightened up fine, no problem. The larger one, on the other hand, though, I ended up having to cut the hard line that went in there. Cut it, cleaned up the, the end, so that way there's nothing jagged or whatever, and I just reused it. It's not what I wanted to do. Like I showed you, I went and actually bought the pipe nipple in brass. I mean, I just don't know. I don't know what the hell is going on. But anyway, it's done. If it leaks, I will maybe see if I can't find a different thread pitch or something. If anybody knows what's going on with this, hit me up, because I have no clue. But anyway, it's bypassed. As you can see, all that's left here is the bracket, which I just got to pull off. There's just a couple bolts. I've already started work on the AC, since I had to take some of that shit off to get the power steering out. But it's coming along. Next video is going to be the AC delete. I've got a lot of it, well, some of it already done, but that'll be the next video. I'm not sure if that'll be done today or not, but I will definitely get it up as soon as I can. And as always, I'm Grizz. This is Boosted Budget Builds, and please, if this helps you, if it entertains you, anything like that, give me a thumbs up, give me a like. If you're interested in the same stuff I'm doing, subscribe. I'm going to be having tons of videos coming this way. I got to do a lot of work on this suspension, the brakes. I got to finish deleting some of this stuff, cleaning up the engine bay. I'm probably going to do like a poll to see what you guys would rather see. I'm either going to do a Vitara build, boost obviously, on this D16 Z6 that's in it, or what I'm kind of leaning towards a little bit more is going to be a G23, which if you guys don't know what that is, give it a Google. It's a really wicked kind of a Frankenstein Honda setup. They're just really bad. And then once you build those stock with stock internals, you're talking 220, 230 horse, depending on compression and what octane fuel you run. You boost them, you're talking, 600-700 all day, every day. They're just insane. And the big thing is the torque. They're a 2.3 liter displacement. They have a big stroke, and they put out a shit ton of torque. So, let me know. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you would rather see. I know there's a bunch of Vitara builds out there, but there's very few good G23 builds. So, yeah, hit me up. Like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.